Hi everyone, welcome to day 86 of my Soulversation Lifestyle Daily Teachings. So, wow, it's day 86 and I feel like I have a glimpse of a smile again. Listen, I'm so tired. That's not what we're here to talk about. I just got this smile and I don't think I've really smiled all day. I might have laughed here and there at a joke somewhere other, but my overall mood has been a bit sad. Sorry, I've got some olive oil in my eye. So, and I just got through speaking with my attorney, and I just got a lot of hope. I got a lot of hope. And, also with President Trump just taking the next step in, solidifying his office, getting just a little bit closer to maybe, announcing his presidential campaign, after the 2020 elections for House and Senate. I'm pretty sure that's what he's waiting for. Because, otherwise he'd be campaigning for like the duration of Joe Biden's presidency. But anyways, I just, uh, I'm grateful. I think I'm soaking in the moment and hope has returned. There was a sadness because, mourning the loss of my lover and it's getting close to his birthday. And so I wrote a new song today. I won't tell you the title of it, but I wrote a new song and it just came together. I started writing this song Sunday morning. And for me, kind of, it comes in waves. I don't ever force it. I don't ever just sit down and say, okay, I'm just going to write this song and get it done. What happens is I'll get inspiration from something and have like a Taylor Swift moment. And so I wrote a love song, and I don't usually write love songs. That's one thing about me. Even though I am really a lover, I am a hopeless romantic lover. I love love. Like, I'm addicted to love. Like, people are addicted to drugs. And love is my drug. And so, but I don't really write a lot of love songs because it's just something that it's rare. It's rare that I write a lot of love song, that I write a love song. And so this is probably like the first love song I've written in like maybe a year or so. And, y'all, I just really was so inspired, and it came out so beautiful, and it just happened so fast. And it was just like, it was like some kind of magic. Maybe it was the full moon energy. We still got this full moon energy going on for like maybe another day. Maybe it was the full moon energy. That's probably what it is, because it started on the full moon, the day of the full moon. So I wrote this song and it feels like therapy. When I sing this song, I feel like my heart is healing from the brokenness. Um, I feel like I'm sending these words and energy and vibes to his spirit, from my soul to his soul. And it feels comforting. It feels like a big, juicy hug. And I just, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to sell it. There was once I used to write songs for other people, because I really did grow up in the spotlight. And I was like, by the time I became an adult, started having kids, I'm like, I'm over it. So it's not that I don't necessarily like being in the spotlight. It's just at the point that I'm in my life, I like the peace and quiet. Even though I know people are still paying attention, I just like the peace and quiet in my life. So, yeah, and I wrote this song, and I think that, maybe I'll, you know, take it to a professional studio, who knows, maybe 4 or 5 years from now, and really do something with it. But it's serving the purpose for what I need it for. And for me, that's healing, that's acknowledging the situation, acknowledging the feeling, and kind of capturing the moment. So this is basically like Matthew's birthday song. And I've never, ever wrote a song for anybody for their birthday. So this is like my history, you know, like her story in the making, like, you know, and it sounds so beautiful. And I'm not just saying this because it's my song, but just the melody of it and the words and the energy of it. I can't wait to, I can wait, but you know, years from now, I'll share it with the world, and it will always be his birthday song. So I'm grateful for that gift from God, that my parents blessed me with this DNA to be able to have these talents, and grateful to the universe for having a platform to share this stuff on whenever I get ready. And then I'm grateful for my inspiration. You know, I do have inspirations that I listen to all the time, and maybe it doesn't influence the way that I write my music or the sound of my music, but it does inspire my vocal range and my vocal ability. So I have to give credit where credit's due to the women who paved the way before me, that I have the ability, you know, and then of course all the money that my father spent on professional vocal coaches and choir and all those other activities that I participated in, like practically my entire childhood from like 5 years up. So Daddy did really spend a lot of money on developing me whatever I wanted to do. But one thing I can always say is when I wanted to stop and back off, he wasn't ever one of those parents who like pressured me, like, no, you still have to do this, you have to do this, you have to sign that contract, or you have to do this show, or you have to. It was just like, if you want to do it, okay, cool. If you don't, but he's always been my biggest supporter for anything that I've ever wanted to do. And so I'm grateful that my father worked hard to afford me those opportunities to be a well-rounded individual and have professional coaching and professional experiences. And we're talking about we're talking about like, I have so many stories and trophies and videos and plaques and awards. And, you know, I was always number one as far as like, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying. I always was number one. It was rare that I came in like number two or like runner up with any competition or any performance or anything, you know. And we're not talking school talent shows, honey. We're talking about like statewide performances. So I'm grateful for that because, you know, all of that professional training from coaches and teachers and, you know, community leaders and different things like that really helped me to be able to cultivate my gifts and abilities and talents. So that's what's going on with me today. Today is day 86. It is the 30th of March 2021. Tomorrow's the last day of the month, and then we begin April. So this is Easter week. Yeah, y'all, I hope you guys are on your best behavior. So let's see what's the lesson for today. So day 86 says, the law of attraction is infallible, and every single person is getting what they are asking for, even though most of the time, each person is not aware that they are asking for what they don't want. There is such absolute beauty in the law, which is so responsive and giving in every single moment so that we can experience our lives. The law never changes. We must learn how to live in harmony with the law. That is the greatest task for every single human being. Y'all, we need this reminder now more than ever. What is the word? Harmony. What is the phrase? Live in harmony. That is the greatest task for every single human being. Okay, I'm going to just say this. Yes, I am a Republican, but I'm getting tired. I'm going to say this as a human being, as an American. Okay, not black, not white, not Republican, not Democrat, not none of that. I'm going to say this as a human being. I'm getting tired of the rhetoric. Okay, I want to put this out into the universe. Let's find something that we can see eye to eye on and focus on common ground in politics, because there needs to be some sort of a balance. There needs to be some sort of balance. We just came out of an election, I don't know, a few months ago, and it was just like hoopla. And I want harmony. I like what this says. Harmony. Live in harmony. That is the goal. It might not last long, but if we could at least get like a month, maybe 2 months, maybe we can have a harmonious spring and y'all can get back to acting crazy during the summer. Even though I would prefer for it to be a summer of love. That is my goal. But we tried that summer of love stuff last year, and what y'all do, it was like summertime shootout. It was not summer of love last year. That was summer of chaos, summer of hell on wheels. So I really want to put this energy out there for right now. Let's own it. I hope it lasts all year long, but I'm just being realistic. When the sun comes out and it starts getting warm, people start acting crazy, especially when they haven't been out the house in a while. And you know how it is when y'all haven't had nothing to do and you don't know how to act, and all of a sudden now concerts and basketball games are opening to the public, and then everything, all that bottled up energy, unresolved bad vibes gets taken to these events and venues and protests or whatever the case may be. So let's be on our best behavior. Okay, can you try that? Can we try to be civilized human beings? Because we definitely do not have the leadership exemplifying that. First of all, Kamala Harris thinks that her administration is Def Comedy Jam. Like BET Comedy Hour, everything. The kids want to go back to school. She thinks that's hilarious. That makes me feel like that's never going to happen in California. Unless you're an illegal immigrant. But politics aside, right? Let's find a way to live harmoniously, and let's focus on the things that we have as common ground. I think one area for that's really bipartisan is infrastructure. And I think if we put a little bit of energy in that, maybe building the bonds of community, across party lines and working together people can see, oh wait, it's not so bad. Yes, we have our differences at the core of our being, at the core of our beliefs, at the core of it all. But at the end of the day, it's about the people that we need to help, because people are hurting out there and we need healing. And the best way to heal is to lead by example. Y'all, I got such long hair. When my hair sheds, it doesn't shed like little strands. It's like the whole strand gone. Sorry. So it was just like crawling on my arm. But so let's focus on that, on how we can find ways to live harmoniously. And I think it is a challenge. That is the greatest task for every human being, as the book says. But one thing I know for sure is that when you really sincerely try to do the right thing, even in the face of adversity, even when people are provoking you and testing you, sometimes you have to humble yourself, to get the results that you want. And it might feel like at the time you're being a doormat, like you're being manipulated, you're being stepped on, and you might be getting treated like crap for humbling yourself. But, don't be dumb about it, of course. Express yourself, express your discontent, demand your respect, but in a respectful way, and that, I think, is the first step to achieving harmony, is by humbling yourself and focusing on your priorities. Stay focused on your priorities. Stay in your lane and realize that the only thing you can change is you. So if you want to see different results in your interactions with various situations in your life to the point where you have harmony, you focus on the things that you can change. Bring that to the table, and I believe that there will be a better response, not only for you, but for everybody that you deal with. Hopefully they'll say, okay, well, she is trying to, let me not be, and they'll maybe stop being an asshole. It doesn't always work that way, but it's at least worth a try, right? Because, it's getting a little chaotic, all right? And we want a summer of love. So, love and healing. So until I see you again, subscribe and be well.